Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're flying from Perth to Sydney in business class on Qantas. Qantas flies out from T4 at Perth Airport, which has plenty of self-check-in kiosks and bag counters. On the side there are also priority check-in and regular check-in counters. After passing through security, you head upstairs to the airside terminal area, which has a number of shops and a few food options. In the centre of this terminal is this round section, with more gates on one side, shops, food and lounges. Qantas usually has a separate Qantas Club and Business Lounge, but at the time of filming everyone had to use the Business Lounge as the Qantas Club Lounge was closed. I just had a quick snack and headed back to the gate area. At the moment, wearing a mask is mandatory from the moment you enter the terminal all the way until you leave the airport at the other end. This includes all the time on the plane except for eating time. This Qantas A330-200 has business class split into two cabins, a main forward cabin and a smaller rear cabin with just 2 rows. It's laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration and each seat has direct aisle access. The window seats alternate, with some being right on the window and some having the console between the seat and the window. This particular A330 has the cloth version of Qantas's business suites. On other Qantas aircraft you can find the same business suite seat but in a leather finish. Here's my seat for today's flight. Qantas's business suite is a spacious combination of a seat and a side console. In front of you is an IFE screen and a magazine holder. Moving around to the console, we have the seat controls, power, headphone jack, IFE remote and a small mirror. Legroom is plentiful and there's sufficient space in the foot cubby area for when you're in bed mode. The design of the suite ensures everyone feels like they have their own little cocoon and privacy. When sitting normally, you don't see any of the other passengers. Despite the IFE working prior to pushback, it was unfortunately disabled for our health and safety. While taxiing out to the runway, we passed this Virgin Australia A330, which used to be my preferred way of travelling coast to coast. The Qantas Business Suite has plenty of space and seat adjustment, which eventually converts into a fully flat bed. On proper long-haul flights, Qantas provides a mattress pad and blanket to help make it that little bit more comfortable. For lunch, I had lamb shank, which was served with mash and veggies, with a white chocolate and raspberry muffin type thing for dessert. Usually I'm fairly critical of Qantas's food offerings, but today's meal was surprisingly good, with meat falling off the bone as it should. Just like my previous flight on Virgin Australia, the highlight of this flight was watching the sun set as we headed east into the evening. Shortly before landing, the crew brought around some ice cream, as what I can assume was a snack or possibly a second dessert. Either way, I wasn't complaining. Overall, it was a pleasant flight despite the lack of IFE. The food was far better than I expected, and the seat is great for this 3.5 to 4 hour journey. Considering Virgin Australia no longer offer their business class suite from coast to coast, Qantas is unrivaled when it comes to business class on this route. However, at a price of around 2,500 Aussie dollars one way, it begs the question, is it really worth 5 to 6 times as much as an economy ticket on the same plane? And I'm not so sure about that.